Hello and welcome back to That Chick Angel TV. It's me, Angel, and it's another hashtag Ask Angel Monday. I am again fresh-faced, no makeup, have not done my hair. I was actually getting ready to take a nap and then I realized, oh God, I need to do my vlog. So alright, let's jump into these questions that you all have for me. First question is from Disney Fairies 1. She said, or he said, do you like Mary J Blige? You know what? That's a good question. Because originally, I did not like Mary J Blige. When she first came out with the 411. Like Real Love, I did like. But then after that, she just got so depressing. Like everything was about heartache. And it was just, I'm not that type of person. It was just all very negative. She's the one who sang, a Monday, friend of mine, Tuesday, went away. Wednesday, went Thursday, things weren't the same on Friday. Yeah. What are we gonna do? How it goes, you know, it keeps going. Anyways, a lot of her songs got really depressing. So it wasn't until she came back out with her more positive stuff, which started happening in like the early 2000s. That's when I became a fan of Mary J Blige. Not the depressing one whose relationships were all horrible, but the one after she got married. That's the girl that I liked. Austin Neely asks, will I be at VidCon? VidCon is a huge like conference out here that a lot of the YouTubers come together, people who make online content via videos go to. I've never been, but I think I might go this year. It usually conflicts with my birthday parties, but I'm going to try to make it this year. Fingers crossed. Audi1119 asked, what is it like being a part of the Mom's View? Do you get along with the other ladies? I love it. The Mom's View is so easy, breezy, beautiful. It's like just having a conversation with girlfriends, and that's what I do all the time. And the women are really nice. Most of those ladies that you saw in the Mom's View are they're not confrontational or of any sort. They like to be just chilled and relaxed, and I can always deal with people like that. So it's a good time. It does not feel like I'm working at all. So always love those type of jobs. Next question, Carla Graham. She said, what clean diet did you do? She's asking about a clean diet I did 2 weeks ago with my husband. Basically, what we did was we took out all sugar, no pasta, no bread, no potatoes, no beans, no corn, only low-fat dairy, no alcohol. And when I say no sugar, I mean I have to look at the label, and if there's sugar in it, I can't have it. So that takes out ketchup, most salad dressings, things of that nature. And so basically all we ate were nuts, fruit, a small amount of fruit, lean meat, and vegetables. And water was all we had to drink. Or lemon water, or you could have tea without any sweetener. So that was the clean diet we did for 10 days. And it was difficult, and very little salt too. It was difficult. It was clean. It was difficult. It made our stomachs go flat very quickly. So, and mine has remained that way, thank God. Beautiful Absurdities asks, would you ever consider doing Broadway? Your voice is fierce. Thank you. Actually, I thought I was going to go do Broadway before I came to LA. But when I got out of grad school, we did a showcase on both coasts. We did one in Los Angeles. We did one in New York. The response I got from the casting and the representation out in LA far superseded what I got in New York. New York went well too, but I knew LA, I'd be able to work sooner. And I feel like Broadway, your longevity as far as an actress is longer, where LA, I mean, you got people who do work for forever, like Meryl Streep or whatever, but I knew that this was going to be my hotter season as if I came when I was younger. So, but thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. Next is Fahera 078, and I'm combining that with Becca M. They both wanted to ask, was your brother on Sweet Life on Deck? They're talking about Wendell, who I showed in my Oscar What I Love, What I Hate, as well as several of my other videos. And the answer is yes. He played Kirby on Sweet Life on Deck, which was on Disney. Wendell is not my blood relative, but I've been calling him my brother for years. We've known each other for over a decade. We are thick as thieves. And he's like my brother from another mother. We are very, very close. So we just started calling each other brother and sister because we argue like brother and sister, and we're around each other all the time. So yeah, yes, he was. And he just got another show would be on NBC called The Mason Twins. He plays a character named Chance. I can't wait for you all to see it. Oh my God, it's going to be so hilarious. That's another show that should hopefully be out in the fall. B Nizzlist hopefully I wrote this down right. What projects do you have coming up that you are most excited about? Well, there's one project I can't really talk about because it's in development. So we'll see. And when I can talk about it, I will tell you all. But right now I'm in audition mode. So my fingers are crossed that one of these projects that I'm up for will go through. So you all be praying for me, please. Jenna V says, who is your favorite singer of all time? Chaka Khan. No questions asked. Chaka Khan, hands down. Y'all know I love Beyonce, but Chaka Khan. Used to think I was her when I was 3 years old. Still love her. She still has a wonderful voice. If I could meet her in person, oh my God. I got to see her live once, and it just... Chaka. Woo, I love her. What the Jenna _1 says, do you have or want any pets? I have 2. I have a little Yorkie, who's a little bitch. And then I have a gigantic Italian Mastiff. Their names are Callie is the little one and Supreme is the big one. He's gigantic and slobbers. He's the puppy and she's the older broad. So yes, I love dogs. I love cats. My husband's not a cat person. I've had a bunny before. I've had fish, but dogs I prefer. Gigi Insomniac, what is your favorite movie of all time and why? So I've said School Days several times. There are probably other films that are like right side by side with School Days, but that's one that has resonated with me since I was younger. It made me want to go to a historically black college or university. I did not go, but I feel like I got to live through it through School Days. It's by Spike Lee. It's very much so, it's dated. I mean, I guess some of those issues that he was talking about still exist on black campuses. I wouldn't know because I didn't go to one. But I love the fact that he incorporated song and dance in this very Afrocentric and consciousness and what is your role in the black community. He incorporated singing and dancing into it. So it's weird to some people, but I love it. Amber Sailor says, if you could give your son one piece of advice for his lifetime, what would it be? I would tell my son not to put any limitations on what God can do in his life. Because if he puts limitations on what God can do in his life, then that puts limitations on what God can do in his life. You get what I'm saying? Like, to open up his mind that, you know, there are so many possibilities. So don't try to put yourself in a box because of either fear or because of what statistics say or because of what I say. You know, not that I'm perfect, or what anybody says, that you know, we are believers of a God that changes the norm. So no limitations, and I think he will see that his dreams come to fruition and go past what he ever thought of or dreamed of. That's what I would want to say to my son. No limitations, boo-boo. How do you feel about the music video? Oh, this is from Yane Jasmine Jade. She says, how do you feel about the music video of Partition by our Queen Bee? Well, let me tell you, because she shows her bare derriere in that music video. I mean, the song itself is very ornery because she's talking about giving hid in the car on the way to a club that she didn't make it to, and then the whole concept behind the video is her basically stripping for Jay-Z. Now, in the privacy of my own home, I think the video is dope. Like, as far as in her feeling that sexy and fierce that she's just like, yes, I'm gonna give it to you. Now, in the concept of being outside of my house, I'm like, ooh, that's a bit much that you're showing, Beyonce. And I understand in one end, she's like, you know, I've always had to consider my younger fans because I've always had them. But in the other sense, she's like, I'm grown now. Like, I'm now a grown woman. When can I express my sexuality freely? I mean, she looks amazing in the video. Amazing. But I was definitely shocked when I just saw her bare butt just plop onto that stage. I was like, oh, I'm looking at her ass cheeks. Okay, is this what we're doing, Beyonce? I mean, I'm not going to hate per se and saying like, oh, she shouldn't do that. But it was shocking at first because I automatically thought, oh my God, I know there's some 14-year-old or some 12-year-old who probably is watching this because they had no idea that this was about to happen. But I also can understand when you are about to be a 33-year-old woman feeling like I can do whatever the hell I want to do. These parents need to tell their kids not to watch this. So that's how I feel. She looked dope. She looked dope. And I can't lie, if I had that body, I probably would be trying to do the same thing. But no, I wouldn't. But yeah, she looks great. That's all I can say. Last question. This is from my niece, Sharday Randall, my eldest niece. She says, how do you stay motivated when chasing after your career? And what is some advice you can give me at 27 on how to start or pursue my career? Well, I know that this is where I'm supposed to be. Now, do I get confused on, am I doing the right thing? Because even with these auditions, I have had very good auditions where after I leave the room, I know that I did everything I was supposed to in the room. I made them laugh. I had my lines down. I was like acting my best, and I still get a no. So sometimes that can be very discouraging when all you hear, I hear no more than I hear yes. I hear no probably 90%, 95% of the time, and only 5% of the time do I get yes. So that's one reason why I love YouTube. You all don't even understand how you all edify my spirit. You all do so much for me and how I feel about myself. Thank you. Let me just say that. Thank you so much. Y'all really don't even, y'all can never understand, I don't think, what your words mean to me. They mean so much. But Sharday, I feel like when something is meant, is put in you, it is your obligation to see it through to the end. So I see that way for my career and my passion. It's been put in me. So who am I to say, no, it's time for you to quit? I didn't put that in me. God put that in me. So it's my duty to do what he told me to do. And then for you, Sharday, is once you figure out what you're supposed to do, then cut out the excuses. Okay? Like, you have the ability to go get training in whatever you're supposed to be doing. You have the ability to perform at the highest level every time you show up to do your job. So those are the things you're supposed to do. Laziness, fear, things of that nature are always an excuse people can fall on, even though most people don't call themselves lazy, but there'll be something that's causing them to behave lazy-like. So when you know what it is that you're supposed to be doing, and even if it's just, you know, luckily my career and passion kind of got intertwined, and when you can find that, that should help fuel you. But even if not, my niece is a mother. Let your child fuel you. That's another reason why I'm going so hard and why I'm beating down doors to do other stuff as well, is because I'm going to provide for my son. And if I want my son to excel and I want my son to be a winner, then that's what I have to be. Like, I am the best example that I can give him. You know what I'm saying? I can't give him another example of another person. I, his mother, have to show up and show out. So for you, Sharday, I would figure it out. You're old enough now that you need to be doing some surveys, something to figure out what it is that you would do well. Once you figure that out, if you need training, get that training. Don't use I ain't got no money as an excuse. People, there are people, even though this government financial situation is not all together, there are still people that are giving out money. If not, go to the free library, start reading books on how to train yourself. Look at these YouTube videos. There's training on everything on YouTube, it seemed like. And then go out there and do it. It's just, do not allow yourself to have any excuses. I look at Candy Johnson, who was a mother of 4, single, who has built an empire basically on YouTube. She edits, shoots all of her videos by herself. So I was like, well, don't really have an excuse on why I can't get a video up. That's just me being silly. I mean, I do have a lot of stuff on my plate, but that is no excuse not to do what I said I was going to do. All right, guys. So that's the end of Ask Angel for this week. Make sure you put the hashtag Ask Angel underneath here if you have any more questions. Hopefully I'll be doing something. At the end of this week, I have to show you all some of the stuff that has come to fruition on my vision board already. And it actually came to fruition like a couple of days after I completed my vision board. So I'm like, what? And then hopefully I'll also be having Sharzad on here very soon. If you all don't know her, she's from The Mom's View. And what else? If you missed Scandalicious Sunday, go check out that video. Y'all know what to do. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. And hopefully I'll be introducing you all to my best friend Nina and her channel here very soon as well. Alright guys, so great to talk to y'all. Ask Angel on Facebook. That chick Angel, you can put the hashtag Ask Angel. On my Twitter and Instagram, you can use the hashtag Ask Angel, and my Twitter and Instagram handle are Angel the Actress, or here on my channel. Alright guys, love you. Check out The Mom's View. Talk to you soon.